This video is not meant for children and is brought to you by support from Patreon. Hello, and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix, and this is Stellaris Empires. We are right back where we left off here on the start screen, so let's start. Today's origin is Welders, and I have to say Welders is incredibly potent and powerful. However, it is also the first one in a trend of recent ones that really want to fast track you to something, but I'd like to think that this one's a bit more fun and interesting, so let's see how I've cracked this one open and made it silly fun. Alright, first off, appearance. With Synthetic Dawn? The Machine Age, along with Synthetic Dawn, we have a lot of really good robot pictures, and I went with this one because they look really smart and kind of personable. Some of the more personal robots. There's a whole bunch that I was really drawn towards. I was really hoping for these, but then they had this belly slug thing, and I'm like, no. I love the vending machine face. So I went with these lovely roundy guys. The species name is the Erabots. We are the Erabots. We are, of course, an indeterminate gender because robots don't really reproduce sexually. I went with Machine 3, mostly from the planet names. We're not going to be taking a whole ton of planets, but we are going to want some. And here is where the fun begins. Obviously, we went with the Machine race, which Machine World Habitability, Leader Lifespan, Species Minimum Habitability, Starting Age, and we don't need food, we just need energy credits, which is fine. It's fun that way. And now, for everything else that gets cracked out. We have art generators for 0 points, gets us more unity by 2%. Propaganda machines, we get more unity. Custom made, okay, our assembly speed's a little slow, but that's fine because we will have a ton of resources. And of course, sociology core, society research. There's a few other things later on that'll help, but the main things are the art generator and propaganda machines. I named our homeworld Sidrus. The star name is Tidril. And I went with a random trinary because thanks to how Welders works, we're going to want as kind of a big system as best we can. And I went with a continental world because look at how beautiful that is. Good God. Speaking of how beautiful things are, I went with room 30 because it's a nice robot, clean lines, plus there's this lovely orange thing going on, and it looks really good with the new robot city tiles, which we, of course, took. The machine city. It's just so sprawling and nice, and I like these arcs and angles, and we'll see that reflected in the ships later. Alright, Welders. Their planet is barren, but their home system is a bounty of riches. To exploit it, these machines built bigger than ever before. A mighty arc furnace now dominates their sky, but these master engineers are far from satisfied. The galaxy awaits, and the possibilities are endless. All it takes is the ingenuity to seize them. Alright, we have mining districts, generator districts, and we have an arc furnace already built around a molten world. We know how to make arc furnaces, which is great. And more mega engineering options are coming up. Awesome. Alright, penalties. 3 less pops. Don't care. Our homeworld's only size 15. Not a problem. But megastructure capacity +1, arc furnace capacity +1. Hell yeah. So, governing and ethics. This is pretty straight up. We had to we selected machines, but we didn't go with the Gestalt consciousness. Instead, we went with Fanatical Spiritualist because more unity, and you'll see why soon. And why not Pacifist? Empire size from Pops -15, stability +5. Sounds great. Genesis guides. Now this is where the real secret sauce comes in. This society is devoted to the creation of emergent species. As the stewards of evolution's potential, they allocate portions of the world's safeguard to development of pre-sapient life forms. So, instead of normal colony ships, we have Genesis arcs. It throws pre-sapient and pops onto planets. And when we uplift them, we gain a mess of unity. Plus, there's a unique building that lets us get even more unity. It's wonderful. This is why we put that small bit into more biology research to get to that point faster. And their council is the Master of Guidance, which gives us additional biology research. And, of course, the Vaults of Knowledge produce unity and increase leader experience gain based on destiny trails. Not sure what that is, but more unity. That's just one thing we got to hammer home. We want as much unity as possible. And the Keeper of the Vaults is a leadership-based one. I'm going to stick with the Genesis Guide's biology research increase, because that will help us uplift these pre-sapient species. Instead of based on our government, I went with the original voice because there's something really nice about it.
Did you know that my internal power core has an effective blast yield of over 5 megatons of TNT in the event of a catastrophic overload?
Oh no. But yeah, that original voice sits deep in my heart. Alright, we are the Irabot Kingdom. I don't know why I picked Kingdom. I think I just hit the randomizer on that one. But hey, it works. Alright, so for a flag, I definitely wanted to incorporate orange because it's in the rooms and such, and it is a lovely color. And the steely gray, because that is us. So I not only have the thing that kind of looks like an arc welder, except for arc welders have like 5 points. I probably could have done this, but 3 works well. And then we have the molten, the digging of molten stuff behind the dark. So I think this is a cool flag. It's a bit simple, but definitely works. And of course, the new, was it mechanical? Machine Empire ship set, and it is so lovely. Part of the reason why I also went with orange is because the orange flaps on these look so good. Cruisers, battleships, our Titan is amazing. Our little construction ship is fun. Colony ship. And of course, the science ship, which has this, can't see it now, but this little core in the middle there spins. Yeah, it's beautiful. This is a great set, and it looks so good out in space. Alright. Ruler appearance, I went with clothing number 2 to get the orange color. We are Harmonizer, Archprophet, and High Priest. So, getting that spiritual in there. And a ruler sheet, Spark of Genius. A little bit of research speed never hurt anybody. So, let's get into the thing and show you what you need to do, how to achieve your goals as quickly as possible. Years of exploitation have left Sidrus barren, but the skies above are rich with resources, and with ambition matched only by our ingenuity, we now seek a livelihood in space. Initial construction of the arc furnace was a massive undertaking, and its potential is immense. Upgrading it to full capacity is an obvious next step, as the need for system-wide resource extraction. But what lies beyond our borders? What incredible opportunities await the artful engineer? With the advent of FTL travel, our designs are no longer limited to a single system. The galaxy is our drafting board, and it's time to get to work. Awesome. So first things first, we're going to want to look over at our megastructure and see what we need. We need 1,000 unity and 1,000 alloys. So let's get things started so we can get all that. Alrighty. So we got our first option for traditions, and we're going to take none. We do not want to use the traditions. We want to save that unity to upgrade our megastructures. I know, it seems crazy, and it's counterintuitive, but it is what we need to do, at least to start. We really need the alloys, which thankfully we can just buy, but we also need to get that unity, which is what we really need to do. Alright, now that I have the ability to do so, we're going to upgrade the arc furnace. So you get the equatorial band. And while we're at it, take a look at the arc furnace. It's 5 huge drills on a molten planet, making molten planets have a new use as these housing these megastructures. And goodness gracious, is it good. Alright, now we're back again. We can get our arc furnace up another level, which also produces alloys along with the mineral deposits, which is fantastic. Alright, so I recently started a new colony, and it automatically gives us tech progress to epigenetic triggers. We gained 500 more unity and 25 influence. Heck yeah. Alright, so now we have our situation log updated, and we have fuel for the forge. Even from a distance, Ajonis seems like an ideal candidate. Now that our survey of the system is complete, there is no longer any doubt. A molten world and a gas giant and an abundance of asteroids and moons. This is the ideal location for another arc furnace. Ordering construction ship to begin work is the next logical step. It's time to light the forge. Alright, so we shall. And now we've started construction on this new molten world. Marvelous. And it already produces alloys, so our alloy problems are going to be things of the past very quickly. The arc furnace in our home system was excellent proof of the concept, a testament to our ambition and ingenuity. Now, in the Ajonis system, another furnace burns against the void. Far more than resources will provide, our work has been opened the door to projects of titanic size and scale. We can perceive further now, as if standing on the precipice of a vast horizon. The only limit is our imagination. We gained 620 unity, 512 engineering research. Tech progress gained 5% towards mega engineering and ends the fuel for the forge chain event. This is awesome. It was very quick and easy to do. Alright, now that we have the arc furnace situation under control, we're going to allow ourselves to spend some of our enormous amounts of unity. Now, discovery is really obvious, more research. But expansion, because of the other options we have out already going, is really smart. Plus it helps us with the empire sprawl, which we're already starting to get a little bit of problem from. Also, many other things will help. Prosperity, domination, all of the really good ones. So let's go hit up expansion real quick.
Council agenda available.
And we can, thanks to our backlog and our focus on unity, we can pretty much just grab this right away. Let's grab consecrated worlds so we can get more unity. Now we can have other options because we have a lot. Alright, we now have the epigenetic triggers to uplift these planets we've put people on, which is great because that will get us a great deal of research. So we'll start with one and uplift them right now. We have uplifted these guys to Sapience, which is great. With 3,000 unity given from this, adds a Genesis monument, which also gives more unity, which is great. So we just got to go find which world that was. The special building I'm talking about is actually a feature, so you'll want to go into the details and see what jobs you need specifically for it. However, once the pre-sapient species are elevated, they can work those jobs immediately, giving us even more unity. Well, anyway, with the information I've given you, you should be able to figure out the rest on your own. This is a really great build. You get those arc welders done super fast. Just remember to sell all your excess food and minerals and such to get those alloys you need at least to start. However, once you have those up and running, they just basically pay for themselves. A little bit of patience and you'll get everything you want. And then as an added bonus, you'll be getting a lot of unity afterwards, so you can just tear through those traditions. So a little bit of self-control at the beginning pays off at the end. And with that being said, here's what I'm going to say. Thank you all for joining me. I really hope you're enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. If you do, you know what to do, and that's to like, comment, and of course share these videos around, and of course subscribe. It's a little click for you, but a really big deal for me, and I greatly appreciate everyone who does. And with that being said, I shall see you all on the next one. And I'd like to give a special shout out to all my patrons who help make these videos possible. Aaron Smith, Brian Pelfrey, Chris Armstrong, Dennis Detman, Harry Thompson, and Mark Milius. Thank you all so much for your contributions. I wouldn't have this channel without you. Thank you very much.